Let's talk about baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things, all the bad things that may be. Let's talk about. I might be showing my age. What up, cut up? Oh yeah, this is my brush microphone. Welcome to Smoking Legal. I go by the name Taz, and I review shit. I also do side work as one of the 5 heartbeats. Smoking Legal Louie, you're gonna have to wait. Now, the reason I started off this video by saying that song and saying that I'm showing my age is because that's a Salt-N-Pepa song where she's saying, let's talk about one of the good things in life. And reason being is because the review I have for you today is of these guys. Oh yeah. See, this just isn't a review that you could just do. I could have just done a review on these guys at any time, which I still have not done, but I am going to. But these guys right here, and these are special. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what these are. Now, these come from JK Distro. Everything I mentioned in this video is just strictly my personal opinion after trying the product. This is just, I'm not a doctor. Okay, so let's read this. Okay. Now, these are all day energy. Party all night, enhance your happiness, effects, euphoric rush, intense sexual craving, extreme happiness, works for about 4 to 5 hours. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent any disease. You dig? And it says you can take up to 3 capsules in a 24-hour period. Now, what this is, it's 600 milligrams. And what is contained in here, if I can get this up close to the camera so you can see. We got a little, oh, it's the staple. Okay. And what's contained in here, check this out. Okay. Now, maximize mental clarity, boost cognitive functioning, unlock clarity. Now, the euphoric rush, I have to be honest with you. I did not feel necessary. It's an herbal supplement, so it's got the good stuff in there. I did not necessarily feel a euphoric rush. I did not. The intense sexual craving, though. Okay. It says for energy all day, right? Let's check this out. My personal opinion. Do not take one of these if your goal is just strictly for energy throughout the day. I mean, because yeah, you're gonna get that energy, but the intense sexual craving is so real. Like, you need to have your night planned or your day planned. Like, I don't think you need to take one of these if you don't already have something in mind, something lined up, something already going on, something that is, going down. Because when it kicks in. Now, from a male perspective, this is for the man, it doesn't kick into the fact where it has you walking around like in an uncomfortable position. You know what I mean? Like, if you've ever been a teenager and you get called up to the chalkboard at an uncomfortable time, just a rather inconspicuous time, the teacher wants to call you up to the front to answer a question. It doesn't have you like that. but it takes it from the back of your mind, like to the forefront. You may have been in the mood or thinking about it earlier, but once this kicks in, no. You're not thinking about it, you're looking for it. This is like, okay, let me put it another. If you had the munchies, let's say at first you had the munchies. After one of these, you're starving. Okay, it's no longer the munchies. It's not like, oh man, I can just take a little snack. No, you're starving. You're starving. Now, the euphoric rush I didn't get. The extreme happiness. The extreme happiness comes from if you're able to satisfy this right here. Look, check this out. Okay. The first thing I did not get the necessarily euphoric rush. Or if they call that if the euphoric rush could be classified as the kind of boost of energy that I initially felt, which is true. So, but it wasn't euphoric. It was just like a boost of energy, like a Red Bull, like I've had a Red Bull. Now this, the intense sexual craving. Yes, absolutely. Now the extreme happiness, for moi, that's French for me, bitch, only comes if you're able to satisfy this. Like, if you get to this level and you're not able to, if you're not able to, satisfy this level, then this is not gonna come. Works for 4 to 5 hours. This is true. The feeling did stay with me for about 4 to 5 hours. If I have to, I will say this though. It did give me a slight headache. It wasn't a bad headache per se, and it wasn't even long lasting, but it did give me a headache that lasted for maybe, I had a headache for about 15, 20 minutes. Like, at first, it's like it kicked in. All right, and I'm feeling a little boost of energy. The sexual craving is, I can feel it. I can literally feel myself getting like in the mood. And like once that started kicking in, and then the headache kind of kicked in, when the headache kicked in, it kind of blocked out the other feelings in a way, because I was like, oh man, I got a headache, so I was looking for like a little Tylenol or something. But as I was looking for my Tylenol, I didn't find it. So it was like maybe 10 or 15. Like, I didn't feel disoriented or nothing. And it was a bad headache, but I was like, man, I think it's giving me a little headache. So I drank some water. I couldn't find my Tylenol. And maybe no sooner than, like I said, 15, 20 minutes before I had noticed it, I was back thinking about something else, and the headache was gone. Like, I was back up to level increased sexual craving. I was back up to that level again, and the headache went away. And so now my mind, like, there's no headache, there's nothing on my mind but this intense sexual craving. I do like it. And it did intensify the experience. I know, this is different, but these are the truth. Now, I am going to try one of these to see if it's going to give me some rest. It says dreamy state of mind. I don't dream. I dream rarely, maybe once every couple months. Extreme happiness work. This says it works for 6 to 9 hours. So I'm going to try one of these, and I'll be back to let you know how that goes. See, I like these. I can just try these at any time, but I had to wait to try these because I wanted to try them when I knew. Get in. Salute. As I like to say, I'm smoking legal. Keep it positive or keep it pushing. Poppers. Yeah. It's a thumbs up. I like everything about them except for the slight 15, 20 minute headache. And it wasn't intense, but I did have one. But I didn't have to take anything for it. But so, yeah. Outside of that though, I'm taking this over anything I'm getting at the gas station. You dig?